What's going on, you wild vigilantes? Your two favorite mercenaries are back. We're here to talk about the new HBO Max series from James Gunn, Peacemaker.
Hey, sweet cheeks.
Hi, I'm Logan Cena. What's your name?
I'm the other guy in Project Butterfly. I don't know their characters' names yet. Oh, Vigilante. I'm Vigilante.
Yeah, I mean, this guy reviewed the Suicide Squad, James Gunn's flick that debuted on HBO Max not too long ago. I had a really great time with it, and this is kind of the spin-off series that we didn't really think we needed, but I'm glad that they made this because the show is absolutely fantastic, especially from the first episode. I guess the pilot of this, directed, written by James Gunn, returning. As you can expect, this doesn't take itself too serious. We got John Cena playing Peacemaker, in the hospital, avoiding prison, and embarks on this sort of journey and comes across a lot of different characters in the show. But right from the get-go of the episode, the opening dance sequence really brought me in, never let me go. I didn't expect that. But that's kind of the vibe they're going for in this episode. Not taking itself seriously and having a lot of fun with it, a lot of great music.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of great music from James Gunn, great choices that go along with the characters on screen. He brings over the fun that Suicide Squad was over with this, and he even ups the comedy in this series a lot. This first episode's a great introduction for Christopher Smith, played by John Cena, of course, coming over from the Suicide Squad movie. We last saw him in the hospital bed. This picks up right after that Suicide Squad ends. So we follow his character as he's brought into this group called Argus, I believe, and this Project Butterfly. They're parasitic butterfly like creatures that they have to go around and they're going to have to stop. That's kind of like the main mission they're following. But also you get the side story of Christopher Smith trying to find his dad. And eventually he catches up with him, played by the great Robert Patrick. Just an asshole dad, wants nothing to do with him, berates him when they meet up. Chris is hoping for a nice reconciliation with them, and it just goes out of hand real quickly.
This hits a little too close to home, doesn't it, Uncle Henry? With our old Uncle Steve watching this, just getting berated and talking down to, and everything you're doing wrong in life, he tells you about it. So this is a little too close, but we love it that much more. With Robert Patrick playing the asshole dad, I loved it. Some really great bits in here, and him just really talking down to his son and not really wanting much to do with him. He's a disgrace to the family. He's a superhero, even though he gets made fun of by his dad. But really great scene between the two. And his dad actually helping him out, getting him updating his costume, essentially.
Yeah, their dynamic's going to play out over this series. I'm ahead of you. I think I've watched a couple other of the episodes, and we explore more of that relationship, and it'll be interesting to see if they're able to reconcile and come together and actually be nice to each other, if Robert Patrick's just going to continue to hate him. There's some funny scenes with the two, but yeah, this series mainly, it's really funny. You get really great scenes, action scenes intercut with these great comedic moments written by James Gunn. So everything that you love about James Gunn is like all over the screen in this, including that great dance sequence to open, like you mentioned, just pulls you right in. And it's one of the opening credits that you're not going to want to skip. Usually you skip through that, but you can't help but watch it every time when they do their little dance number. You always pick up something from it that you didn't see before. So kudos to Gunn on writing that. And it's a wigwam song, I guess. It's hilarious though. You'll love the opening credit scene. It'll draw you right in. The other characters are great. We have I think Emily Harcourt, and we have the computer guy.
Jennifer Holland is Amelia Harcourt, Freddie Strome as Vigilante, Chuck Uwuji as Clemson Murder. That's a tongue twister. And Daniel Brooks as Leota. A
great little supporting cast there. And with the other characters, especially Vigilante, he's kind of this buffoon-like superhero that shows up and is always trying to get with Peacemaker and like help him out. And Peacemaker's like, get the fuck out of here. He's always doing something stupid. But he'll come. He plays heavily into the story too as the episodes unfold. So we'll see more from Vigilante. Obviously, Harcourt is John Cena's love interest from the moment he sets eyes on her. You can tell that he has a thing with her, and when they start talking at first, she wants nothing to do with them, but then I don't know, they finally start talking. So there'll be a relationship forming over the series with that story too. Great costumes, great. I love the way it was filmed. Yeah, James Gunn directs the pilot episode, and Jody Hill, I believe, directs an episode 2, episode 3 or 4. So you get him obviously from Kenny Powers and all those other great HBO shows. Really well done. I had a great time with this. I'm not too familiar with the whole story of the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker, but I feel like James Gunn is really building this world and getting you to be familiar with these characters and follow them and empathize with them, even though we know Peacemaker was obviously one of the villains in Suicide Squad, but he's really likable in this. You really get a sense that he wants redemption and you root for him. And Cena does a great job in the role of Peacemaker. He really sells it, and he has good comedic timing too.
Yeah, honestly, the last few roles I've seen him in, he's growing on me. Before I didn't really care for him, wrestler turned actor like The Rock, but he's really growing on me. He's done some really great comedy the past few films I've seen him in, and especially this. Starting to like the character more too. I didn't care for him in the Suicide Squad because he was more the villain. Kills off Rick Flag, which pissed me off. Joel Kinnaman. But he revives himself in this first episode for sure. Seeing a lighter side to him, trying to find family, his father being Robert Patrick, meeting up with these new characters, and also having a pet bald eagle, which is pretty fantastic.
Eagly.
Yeah, eagly, and it like hugs him. The CGI is so funny. You could tell it's poking fun at the genre, making fun of superheroes, much like The Boys. It reminds me a lot of The Boys in terms of gore too. There's a lot of gore in this, but definitely an R-rated superhero show, and that's what we want from James Gunn, especially Suicide Squad to the own spin-off series being Peacemaker. I really had a great time with it. Everybody's been talking about this. I forgot it even premiered on HBO Max, so I checked it out today. Had a great time with it. Can't wait to watch the rest of the season. It's going to be really fun, and looking forward to see what happens with these characters.
Yeah, the comedy is great. The action is preposterous. There's all this over-the-top action, perfectly mixed with the comic moments. You mentioned Eagly there, the CGI eagle. There's just some silly moments like that always, put a smile to my face watching the show. It's just really well done, really well put together. James Gunn really nailed it with this. I guess they filmed this, in early 2020, so during the pandemic and stuff. So cool that they got to, he got the time to really put his focus on this project, and it shows on the screen. I had a really great time watching it. And you got a lot of John Cena tighty whitey moments in the premiere episode too.
Yeah,
it's hilarious what they do with that character. They put him in some funny situations.
Yeah, some ridiculous situations, but it's James Gunn. That's what he does, and that's why we love him. And didn't take itself too seriously. I was pleasantly surprised. So I'm going to give the first episode of Peacemaker, now streaming on HBO Max, I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5 John Cena hairpieces.
Oh, I had an awesome time with this show, Peacemaker, HBO Max. Definitely tell your friends to watch this too. Word of mouth needs to, go out on this show. It's really well done and deserves to be seen. I think it's going to be a hit for HBO Max, and hopefully we see more from James Gunn and Peacemaker in the future here. Hopefully this isn't just a one and done. I'd like to see this continued with how great the pilot episode was. So I'm going to give Peacemaker a 4 out of 5 John Cena hair pieces.
So we're interested in hearing from you guys. What did you guys like about the first episode of Peacemaker? What didn't you like about it? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit subscribe. Also, check out these wild rascals on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, our website, Cinephellas.com.
So please check out Peacemaker and let us know what you guys all thought of it in the comment section below. Let us know if you agreed with our review. If you guys had some differing thoughts, please let us know. Let's keep the discussion going on the Peacemaker. But yes, everybody should check out this show. A great first episode. There are 4 currently out on HBO Max, so you can have a nice little mini binge if you want to start it tonight. We had a great time reviewing the Peacemaker. James Gunn with another hit. We really love all his, his projects. He's working on Guardians of the Galaxy 3 now, so can't wait for that. He promises it's going to be a totally different story, so I can't wait to see where they go with that, and as well as the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special, I think that's supposed to drop this Christmas. So looking forward to those projects from James Gunn. This has been another TV review for Peacemaker. I'm Uncle Henry.
And I'm Uncle Logan.
We got some crime to fight. Let's go fight it. Cheers.
Cheers.
God bless this country.